Hello, and welcome to this tutorial video on how to register for the Pathway Project. If you haven't already, please go to the Pathway Project website, pathwayproject.ca. When you reach the homepage, you will find two easy areas to click to register. The first is in the top right corner next to Login. Or in the center of the screen on the image, you will see an orange button that says Register and Report. Click either of these two to get started. Now you will find yourself on the user registration page. Here you can choose if you would like to register as a school, class, or community, or as a family or individual. For the purposes of today's tutorial, I am going to register as a school. Once you click on the school or family, you will have the same form to fill out. Enter the name of your school or the group that you would like to be called. We have leaderboards where people compete to see who can do the most landmarks in a given season, and that is the name that will appear on the leaderboard. So make sure you pick something that's unique for your group or for your school. For the purposes of this tutorial, I am going to use the PTBO Academy as my school. Now my name is a special name that I've chosen for myself or for my group. So we're going to call ourselves the Nature Academy, and our association is to the PTBO Academy, the Peterborough Academy School. It's completely up to you how you want to identify yourself, but your name will be the one that you see online and in social references for the Pathway Project. Now let's scroll down to the account information. If you're a teacher, you can write your information in here to distinguish yourself from other classes. Or if you're a family, you can add your family name here. It's completely up to you. This information is kept private and will not be shared. You'll want to add your first and last name, the city, and your username. Your username is the name that you use to log into your Pathway account. You can save this so you can auto log in at a later date, but it means that you can quickly access your specific account. I'm going to use the name Nature Academy. Next, we will add our email and a password. Add a photo if you'd like. Decide, are you filling out this registration for yourself, and are you 18 years or older? I'm a teacher and I'm definitely over 18, so I'm going to say yes. Now, this is an important section to consider. Do we have your permission to post your account pictures on our website, use your account pictures in Pathway-related publications? To prove that you've completed a landmark, you must upload an image, but you don't have to allow us to print or publish that image on our website and or social materials. It's always nice to share with the community, but the choice is entirely yours. I'm going to say it's okay to post pictures to the website, and I'm okay if they use my account pictures in a Pathway-related publication. I would like to also mention that although you're giving permissions here, you will get permissions on every single photo that you upload. So although you're saying yes here, each individual photo you will be able to say use or don't use at a later date when you upload them for your landmarks. So don't worry, if you want to say blanket yes or blanket no, you will have permissions on every single photo that you upload. I would also like to join the mailing list. The mailing list comes out quarterly and gives you great ideas, tips, and tricks for getting kids outdoors and enjoying the landmarks that we promote on the Pathway Project. I am definitely not a robot. Let's register. Okay, so now you can see you're fully registered. There's your photo, your group name, the name of your teacher or the person who signed up for this account, what city you're from, your contact email, and your school name. Once you've created your account, you'll see a new icon in the top of your page. Submit an activity, right here. As long as you're logged in, you will see that. Even if you're on the main page, you will still see Submit an activity right up here at the top. Okay, so scroll down and let's see what we need to do. When you have completed a landmark and you have a photo, all you need to do is come to this Submit an activity page, fill out the form, and upload your image. Then that comes directly to us. I'm going to show you everything about this page, but if you ever have any questions, the first place to check is the guidelines for submitting report. This will give you a brief outline of how the guidelines work. If you have any questions, you can always email us at peterboroughpathway@gmail.com and we'll get back to you. You also can access the landmarks from here. Here's the landmarks page, which explains each landmark in more detail. For example, landmark 1. If you click here, you'll see activity ideas for infants, toddlers, ideas for doing the landmark, and a video from one of our local leaders that explains how to kind of engage with that landmark. In this case, with Carrie Riel, we explore the outdoors together. You can do this with all other landmarks as well. Here's a lovely one on landmark 7 with children's librarian Kate Jarrett. Let's go back to the landmark submission page, close our guidelines, and let's get started. You can see now that most of this information has already been put in for us, which is great. Here's your Nature Academy that I set up. We're in Ontario, Canada. This is my email in Peterborough, my name. So all I need to do is skip down here, and I'm saying that I've completed a landmark for the early years. That's for children from birth to kindergarten. You could also choose middle years, intermediate, or senior. You really want to choose the one that best suits your group. The landmark activity that you have submitted. So, as we saw, we can explore weekly together. This is going to give you 2 points on the leaderboard for this season. Let's click there. What day did you complete this landmark? Let's say we completed it today. And we completed it with 3 children, and they were all 2 and 3 years old. And then what did we do? Here you'll want to add a description of what you did during your landmark activity. It can be as short or as detailed as you'd like. Today we explored the forest. We felt the leaves under our feet and listened to the wind blow in the trees. We talked about what kind of animals we might find in the woods. Okay, now it's important to upload your activity image. This is to prove that you completed the landmark. Now, you don't have to show faces if you don't want to. You can upload anything to do with that activity. You can upload as many photos as you'd like from that landmark submission. Let's do another file. Okay, I am filling this activity out for myself and I'm 18 years or older. Yes, in most cases this would be true. If you click no, a parent or guardian will have to give permission for the photos to be uploaded. In this case, we'll say yes. And do we have permission to use? Now this is what I talked about earlier. Every single photo is identified with permissions. So in this case, I'm going to say, yes, I give permission for this to be used. You might see this appear on social media. It will be on our activity page on our website with the rest of our community submissions. If you press no, then we simply use it to prove to the Trillium Foundation that that landmark has been completed. We have no other comments for today, so let's submit. And that's it, your activity was submitted. Once your activity has been received by us, we will upload your image with your permission to one of our 2 centers. If you have registered as a family or individual, it will be in the Family and Individual Activities Center. And here you can see lots of amazing things that people have sent in to us over the course of the project. We choose a title to go, usually based on what you write to us. Your description of your landmark will be the body of text that we see here, so we get to hear directly from you. We also write in the landmark so that other people in the community know what landmark is being completed and can get inspired by you. If you're a school or group, you have your own individual activity center. Now, remember I said landmarks are worth points? Well, you can simply click here and you'll see who's been submitting their landmarks and what place they are in this season's leaderboard. Wow, look at Babbling Brook. They're submitting lots, and they've got a great score of 47. This is the school and group leaderboard. If you'd like to see the family leaderboard, you need to go back to the family leaderboard page. Now, if you need any additional help with any of the landmarks, you can visit the landmarks page, like I said, browse through the landmarks for any important video tips and/or support materials for this landmark. We really hope this tutorial helped you understand how to register and report your landmarks. Thanks, and we look forward to seeing your landmark activity submissions.